Hello everyone, I hope you are able to hear me now. Please type a yes in the chat box if I am audible to all of you. Good evening everyone and welcome to revising this chapter of cost of capital in a short span of 1 hour. Let me just confirm that I am live. Give me a moment. Yes. 1 hour. Let me just confirm that I am live. Give me a moment. Excellent. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all comfortable. I hope you all can hear me now. Yes, here I can just cross check. The audio looks to be very, very comfortable. Yes. Shall we begin with our session today? Friends, today's agenda of the Inter FM mentoring that I'm doing right now are two things. Part one, we are going to review the mentoring program that we have started here. After this, I will be giving you a free revision on this chapter of cost of capital. So friends, first and foremost, we have made a study plan. I will take you to the app. Yes. And there are many students who have enrolled for this Inter FM mentoring program. As a part of this, we have been giving you assignments, and the first week's assignment which got over recently was on the following chapters: scope and objectives, leverages was there, and cost of capital was there, friends. So these are the assignments, or these are the questions that you have to work out, and you have to submit your assignments over here, so that once you submit your assignments, automatically I will review them and we can go to the next part then. Everybody clear with this part now? Yes. Next week's assignment I'll show you right away now, so that you know what is going to be next. If you go to contents, you have a proper study plan that is also given over here for Inter FM September 2025. Yes. So week 2, the target that you have is financial analysis and ratio analysis. So maybe I'll just put it this way. I will just go back and I'll give you the next assignment. All right. I have put that submission, and the submission date is going to be this week, and you have to do it by 9th. Everybody clear? All right. I have put the assignment over here. I'm creating an assignment over here now, friends. Perfect. That assignment will come in front of you. So please, please, please do this assignment. Now I have opened my book. This is my mastery book, which is available free of cost for all the students who are a part of the mentoring program. So in case you want this free ebook, you can always send a request, or you can send a WhatsApp to my number, from which I will arrange the access for all of you. I'll connect you with the helpline number. You can just write down the helpline number if you want. The helpline number is 6238017100. Okay, so once you send a request to this number, they will add you to the batch, as a part of which you can do your assignments also on a weekly basis. And friends, I'll make the next announcement very, very soon. You have 3 mock exams coming up. So once you write these 3 mock examinations, you will get excellent results in the upcoming September 25 Inter FM examination. So shall we begin with this part now, friends? Yes? Fine. So friends, when we start talking about cost of capital, let me first explain to you the logic of the word cost of capital. First and foremost, cost of capital or the word discount factor are one and the same. So in order to explain this concept, Let us say I'm talking about one person called as Mr. X. Mr. X has got 10 lakh rupees with him. He wants to invest this 10 lakh in a new hotel business. Only question that he doesn't know is that how much return this hotel will give him. So in order to compare this return, what Mr. X will do is he will compare where else he can put this investment. So now he found out that he can put this investment in FD, whereas in FD he will get only how much percent return? 6% return. He can also put this money in his father's business. If he puts this money in his father's business, he will get at least 12% return. So now, when he compares from this hotel, which is the best option, FD or father, father is better. Correct? So he will expect at least my hotel should give me how much percent return, friends? At least if I get 12% return, only then I will be happy. Am I right? So that is how they create this concept of discounting factor, or cost of capital or discounting factor is nothing but it is the opportunity cost. If I put my money in hotel, I will not get the 12% that my father will give me. If I lose that money, I am losing 12 percentage. That 12 percentage is my expectation. This is the introduction of this chapter of cost of capital. Now I will explain to you in a different way. He started his hotel business now. Here, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. All right. Now, when he started his hotel business, year zero, he invested how much money? 10 lakh. How much returns his father is giving him? 12 percentage. Am I right? So how much is 10 lakh into 12 percentage? Can you tell me? Do you get the answer as 1.2 lakhs? So year one, he is looking for a return of at least 1.2 lakhs. Now suppose his restaurant is doing very well. He is getting 15 percentage. So in that case, what will happen, friends? Here you will have 1. And when you look down, here the PV factor will be 0.89. So you get 10. Here you get 13.35. So your NPV will turn out to be plus 3.35, friends. Am I right? You get plus 3.35. So once you get the answer as plus 3.35, NPV is positive or negative? Positive. Accept or reject? Accept. Why accept? Because your expectation in this case was 12 percentage, but the actual ROI that you got is you put 10, you got 15. You got 5 lakh profit on 10 lakhs, or your actual ROI was how much percentage over here? 50 percentage. That is the reason your NPV is positive. I will now show you the second scenario. Here, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. So here, year 0, if you are putting 10, year 1, you are getting, let us say, only 11. All right. Now your expectation is how much? 12 percentage. 1, you get minus 10. Here it will remain at 0.89. What is 11 into 0.89? Do I get 9.80 plus? Now you check the NPV that you get over here, friends. Now your NPV will turn out to be minus 0.20. Everybody clear with this part? Minus 0.20. NPV is positive or negative? NPV is negative. So are you supposed to buy or sell? You are supposed to sell this business. So why NPV is negative, friends? If you understand this, I'll tell you why. It is because your discount factor or your expectation was actually how much percentage? 12 percentage. But here you invested 10, you got 11. You only got how much money over there? You got 1 lakh on an investment of 10 lakh. So your actual returns over here was hardly 10 percentage. That is why your NPV was negative. So friends, if your expectation is 12, but actually you get 50, you invest. If your expectation is 12, ROI is 10, then you will not invest. Friends, in the long run, I repeat this word, in the long run, always, whatever is your discount factor, that will be your ROI. Or what will happen in that case, can we check? Here, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. In the long run, if you put 10 over here, you will get exactly 11.2. Shall we check for 11.2 now? Here you will get minus 10. Here you will get plus 10 approximately. All right. Yes. And your NPV becomes 0. Or friends, in the long run, my return will be equal to the discount factor, because in the long run, if I keep buying, the price will fall down. If I keep selling, if I keep buying, the price will go up. If I keep selling, the price will fall down. In the end, it will turn out to be the same. So one thing you have to keep in your mind is, friends, in the long run, whatever is your NPV will be, whatever is your discounting factor, that will be your IRR, or it will always be the IRR. Everybody clear with this part now? Fantastic. So once you're clear with this part, then I will go to this chapter of cost of capital and I will explain to you all the different terminologies that comes over here. You have KD, you have KP, you have KE, and you have KR. So we have to learn 4 terms of COC. First, we have to learn about KD, KP, then you have KE, and the last one is what? Retained earnings. Everybody clear with this part? Let us start with the first one, that is called as KD. What is the full form of KD now? Everyone tell me. KD is nothing but it is the cost of debt. So if you take a loan, on that loan, whatever is the interest that you pay is called as the cost of debt. Now there are 2 types of debt. One is called as redeemable debt, and the second one is what you call it as irredeemable debt. The first one is called as what, friends? It is called as redeemable debt, and the second one is what you call it as irredeemable debt. Everybody clear with this part? Redeemable debt, for example, it will be repaid after some years. Whereas irredeemable debts will have life will be unlimited. So friends, one will have limited life, whereas the other one is going to have what? Other one is going to have unlimited life. Friends, I hope my audio is absolutely clear to all of you. It looks very much comfortable over here, friends. Just a moment. Okay, friends, I think it's all comfortable for all of you. If yes, please type a yes in the chat box, friends. If you're absolutely comfortable with the audio and the video, friends, please do type a yes in the chat box. All right. So can I continue with redeemable debt and irredeemable debt now? Okay. So now when you're talking about redeemable debt, I'll give you a very simple example. You take a loan of, let us say, 100 rupees per debenture. Like this, you have, let's say, hundreds or thousands of debentures will be there with you. So the loan amount or the face value of this turns out to be how much, friends? The face value turns out to be 100 rupees. Thank you, Subin. 100 rupees. You are paying an interest of 12% on this. Example number 1, I'll keep the tax at 0%. So then we don't get confused with what we are doing over here. Everybody clear? All right. Tax is 0%. Now your life is what I will treat it as 5 years. Let us say your redemption value at the end of the 5 years is also going to be 100 rupees. So I am keeping my numbers very clean in the first example. So then slowly we'll take it forward. So friends, now let us apply our common sense. What is the loan amount you have taken? 100. How much is the interest you're paying? 12%. How much is the interest amount that you get over here? Do you get the interest amount as 12 rupees over here now? Correct? So with this 12 rupees is your loan there is no tax. This is on a loan amount of how much? 100. So do I get the answer as 12 percentage? Your answer in example 1 will remain the same. Everybody clear with this part? What I'll do now is I'll give you the formula and then connect this with that. The formula is going to be interest into 1 minus tax plus redemption value minus issue price divided by life whole divided by redemption value plus issue price divided by 2. So friends, in this case, what I will do is my interest is 12, redemption value 100, issue price also 100, divided by life will become 0, divided by 100. Or because the numbers were easy, I get exactly the same answer as my cost of debt. Next example, I will give you some twist. Are you ready for the twist now? Let's start off. So what happens in the next example is, I will take the face value as 100. So today's issue price is 100. I have an interest of 12 percentage, but now I have a tax rate of 30%. Apart from that, I have a redemption value of 120 rupees. Now let's see how my answer will change. My interest of 12 into 1 minus tax will give me the answer as how much? 8.4 plus what is my redemption value? 120 minus what's my issue price? 100. What is my life? Same life is 5 years. Okay. Now whole divided by 120 plus 100 divided by 2. So the moment you do this, 20 by 5 will give you the answer as how much? 4 plus 8.4 is 12.4. 12.4 divided by 110. Do you get the answer as 11.27 percentage, friends? This is called as the KD or the cost of debt. Friends, I told you earlier that in the long run, whatever is your discount factor will be the IRR. What is the IRR? IRR is the rate at which NPV becomes 0. So friends, shall I check it now? That is where I do a YTM method also. What is the second method called as? YTM method. Here I will do a little bit of interpolation. And let's check. Ideally, friends, using this method that we use, this method is what we call it as approximation method. Everyone repeat the name of this method. Approximation method. Everybody clear? So in this method, whatever answer we get is what I call it as approximate IRR. Keeping this, I can go and work out the actual IRR, friends. I'll do one thing. I'll give you 1 minute time. Just scribble down this quickly. Understand till here, because now I will show you that 11.27% is actually going to be the actual IRR also. Ready? Shall we do it together now? Okay, so here I'll draw the table. Here, then I'll put cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. Year 1 to year 5, I am getting an interest of 8.4. Correct? Wait, I'll put year 0 first. Year 0, I get a loan of 100. Year 1 to 5, I pay a loan of 100. Year 1 to 5, I get 8.4. At the end of year 5, I get how much money? 120. Now my initial discounting factor is how much percentage, friends? Is it turning out to be 11.27 percentage? So here it will be 1. Here it will be 0.586, 3.67. Do you get minus 100 over here? 30.82 over here. And 70.32 over here. Do I get the NPV as plus 1.14? Do you see how close I am to getting an NPV of 0? Now I will use a discounting factor of 12.27%. Just a 1% gap. 0.560, 3.58. Here you will get the answer as 100, 30, 67.2. Do I get the NPV as minus 2.8 now? So friends, at 11.27, I got plus 1.14. At 12.27, I got minus 2.8. Am I right? Now considering these two things, I am supposed to go and I'm supposed to work out my interpolation. Shall we do that part now? Ready? So I'll just come down over here and I'll draw a chart. 11.27, 12.27. 11.27, 12.27. Down, let me write down. Here you have 1.14 minus 2.8. Here I need an NPV of 0, correct? So to get 0, my gap over here is 1.14. But from here to here, if I see, I have a total gap of 3.94, correct? So in order to get the IRR, my formula would be 11.27 plus 1.14 being the gap whole divided by 3.94. So when you do it this way, do I get the answer as 11.55 percentage? This is going to be my IRR, or this is the answer that we get using what method, friends? Using the YTM method. Everybody clear? This is the most accurate answer because at 11.56%, my NPV becomes 0. My dear friends, have you all genuinely understood till here? If yes, can you please tick and give a like to this video and also give me a comment that you have understood it so far. Excellent. So we have got the answer over here. Excellent, friends. Here we have got the answer as 11.27 as the YTM, 11.56 as the cost of debt. So when I look at the overview now, cost of debt consists of irredeemable debt also. It consists of redeemable debt also. We have spoken about what now? Redeemable. Inside redeemable, we can solve it using two methods. What are the two methods, friends? One is the approximation method. Other one is the YTM method. YTM is the best answer. Now, shall we go to irredeemable debt? All right. So when you go into irredeemable debt, when you go into irredeemable debt, they have infinite life. So when we are talking about infinite life, there is a perpetuity formula. Present value of perpetuity is equal to cash flow divided by discount factor minus growth. So here, the present value of debt will be equal to. Now tell me, friends, what is the cash flow in case of debt? It is the interest. Is it the interest before tax or after tax? It is the interest after tax. Whole divided by the discounting factor will be KD minus growth will not come because interest will go every year in the same manner. So now tell me, what is your formula for irredeemable debt, friends? It is interest into 1 minus tax whole divided by what? Whole divided by KD. Everybody clear with this part? So with this, friends, if you look at this, we are covered the cost of debt, irredeemable and also redeemable. Are you all clear so far, friends? Please type a yes in the chat box. Now, shall I go to the second part? Friends, once you're clear with KD, KP is exactly the same. No difference at all. Let us do KP now, or a cost of preference share. Here again, you will have two types. What is the first one? You can have a redeemable, or you can have an irredeemable one also. Am I right? So when you focus on redeemable, again, we'll have two parts. One, we can do it using approximation method, or we can do it using YTM method. Now tell me what will be the formula under approximation method, friends. If you're doing under approximation method, here the formula would be, earlier it was interest, but now it will be what? It will be PD. PD is what? Preference dividend plus redemption value minus issue price divided by life whole divided by redemption value plus issue price whole divided by 2. Here what will you do? You will do interpolation. Okay, so the first one will be your approximate IRR, whereas the second one will be your accurate IRR. Irredeemable debt, again the formula will be cash flow divided by discounting factor, or it will be preference divided by KP. Everybody clear with this part? That is equal to the price. So if you want to find out KP, what will you do? You will take it the other way around. How will you take it the other way around? KP is equal to PD divided by what? Divided by P0. Everybody clear with this part? So friends, we are done with KD. We are also done with KP. Once you are done with these two, what is the third thing that comes in front of us? It is the cost of equity, or we call it as what? KE. Friends, KE can be found out using multiple methods. The three popular methods, I'll share it with you. The first method is what you call it as a CAPM method. Under CAPM method, the formula is going to be RF plus beta into RM minus RF. Or this is nothing but the best method also. Why? Because this formula has got the Nobel Prize. The second model that we can use is called as the Gordon's model. So what happens in Gordon's model is P0 is equal to D1 divided by KE minus G. This is the formula as per what? As per the Gordon's model. If I play around, can I not say that P0 into KE minus G is equal to D1? Or can I say KE minus G is equal to D1 divided by P0? Or can I say KE is equal to D1 by P0 plus G? Are you all clear with this part now, friends? Fantastic. So that is also one of the formulas, but the best one is which one? CAPM. Everybody clear? Last method is the P ratio approach, where they use the formula KE is equal to 1 divided by P ratio. So in the exam, depending upon what data is available, you can use either the CAPM method, or you can use the Gordon's model, or you can use the PE ratio approach. Is everybody clear with this part now? Yes. Now I'll go to the last part, that is called as KR. Cost of retained earnings. Friends, this is almost the same as KE. When the difference will come is KE can be for new funds. KR can also be for new or existing funds. So what happens is in KR, there is no issue cost. Whereas in KE, you have what? Issue cost. So here P0, we will have to do what? From the price, we will have to reduce the issue cost. Here, don't reduce the issue cost. That is the main difference between KE and what? And KR. Everybody clear with this part now? Fantastic. Once you're done with this, now we can find out WACC, that is nothing but the weighted average, or it is KE into weight of equity plus KD into weight of debt plus KP into weight of preference plus KR into weight of R. Everybody clear with this part? If you are clear with this, then we will also learn one more thing called as marginal weighted average cost of capital. That is additional KE into the additional weight of equity plus additional KD into the additional weight of debt plus additional KP into the additional weight of preference plus additional KR into blah blah blah. I hope you have understood the meaning of this part, friends. Please type a yes in the chat box. Fantastic. I hope everybody is clear with this part, friends. With this, I have covered KD, KP, KE and the cost of retained earnings. Everybody clear with this part, friends? Now, friends, in my mastery book, you have a lot of very good questions that are given over here that you can go through. We have given examples. Down, if you come, I have given you illustrations. The solution is done in a neat format, how I do in my classes. Illustration 2 is covered over here. Basic data. So you have to work out all these questions, friends. Once you work out this question, take an image and submit as an assignment. That is when I'll come to know that you have actually done your homework, friends. All right. Can you please do this and let me know for sure? YTM method. Look, they have given you the data. Price, they have given you interpolation. We are doing interpolation over here. Again, you have basic data and solution. It is done in a very, very neat format, friends. So this book will really help you to score very good marks because every question is cracked logically with charts. So that studies become very, very easy for all of you. Is everybody clear with this part? So my request to all of you, please work out this book. E-book is available free of cost. In case you need a hard copy, what you can do is you can just WhatsApp me. I will arrange it for you. So the WhatsApp number is fantastic. I believe all of you are clear till here now. So I have covered my entire revision and I have also given you a study plan. Like this, I'll come live. I'll revise the other chapters also, friends, one by one. Please stay tuned to this channel, subscribe to this channel and share this YouTube channel with your friends so that maximum students can benefit from this. Thank you so much, friends, for your patient listening. Have a lovely time ahead. Let's study together. Let's win together. Take care. Thank you so much.